Okay, so I'm going to really quickly show you how to make this little hat. It's, I was going to make Frosty the Snowman's hat, but I ended up putting a poinsettia on it. But it's basically a little treat that you could sit at a place setting or just give to someone. And I made it using my Creative Time dies, so I'm going to show you really quickly how to do that. The first thing that I used was the Scallop Stitch Rosettes dies, and I used the largest one right here, this one, and I cut it out. I'm just going to use white for a sample, and then I used the Bunch of Fun circle dies. I hope you can see this. I can't see my camera, so I'm not even sure if I'm on, but you're going to use the biggest circle, and you're going to use the number, I think it's the number, yeah, the number 1, 2, 3, the fourth one in or the third one out. Okay, so you're going to do the biggest circle and the fourth one in or the third one out, and that's going to be the base of the hat. And what you're going to do is, when you cut your rosette out, you're going to cut one of, it's basically, it's because it's a rosette, it's scored every 1/4 of an inch. Well, you only need, you need to cut one of them off. So along the score line on the edge, on the where it's scored, you're going to cut that off. So you can throw that away, you don't need it. The next thing that you want to do is, it's scored here again so that you can fold it and make it into the rosette. That's going to help us when we make the hat, but what you need to do is you need to cut from between the scallops. There's a little bit of paper, about 1/4 of an inch, that you're going to need to snip, and you're just going to snip it just to that stitched line, okay? And you're going to do that all the way down. Then once that's done, you're going to take it and gently you're going to glue it together. And you're just going to glue, again, because it's scored, you're going to have one here and your score line here. You're going to match up your score lines. So you're only going to come in one score line and you're going to glue it. So let's do that real quick. So I just put a little glue on the edge, and then I'm going to wrap it around. And you want to line it up as best you can. Line up your circle down here and your scallop edge. And once that's glued, that's going to be the round part of the hat. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these little scallops and you're going to fold them in along the stitched mark. There's this stitch mark on the die. You're going to fold all of these in all the way around like that. So it kind of does this kind of a thing like this. And the smallest circle that you've cut is going to go on the inside of the hat, just like that, and it's inside of the base. And basically what it does is it just finishes it off and makes it look nice. So what you're going to do is turn your circle upside down, and you're going to take glue or whatever kind of tape or whatever you want to use, and you just want it on the edge, because what you're going to do is you're going to set it inside just like that. And that glue is going to adhere all of these little scallops to your circle. So I'm going to press it down all the way around just like that. Okay? So now it's glued. They're all glued. Basically, they're all glued down. Okay? Then this is the brim part of your hat, the larger circle. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece and you're going to center it on that brim piece and you're going to glue it down. And that's how we make the hat. And again, I'm just going to use glue really quickly just to show you. But you want to try to get it centered on there the best you can, and then just use your fingers and glue it down just like that, and that creates your hat. And there are, because of the score lines, it doesn't lay exactly round, but that's okay, because once you get your treats in it, like this one, you don't really see that it's not exactly perfectly round. Okay, so I'm going to go through what else I did to my little hat. So I used to decorate the front of the hat, I used this new set called Boughs of Holly. This came out last month, and I used the small sprig, not the leaf, but the sprig of the Christmas tree. I used that, and the die that goes with it, which is right here, or right here. And that's my leaves right here. The flowers are from the Stitched Pretty Flower and Leaf dies, and I used I used the large and the medium of these two here. And if you just had this, you could also use these leaves, but I liked the other ones, so I used those. And in the center of my poinsettia, these three little circles in here, I like this tiny little circle from, it's called Loyal Friends set. There's this little tiny circle in here, and it goes with the speech bubble. There's a speech bubble that you can put over the dog's head. Well, there's this little tiny little circle, and I like that for the center of the flowers. So that's what I used here. I used 3 of them, just like that. And then for my bag, this bag is just a little baggie, treat baggie that I got at Michael's. I think they're 3 inches by 4 inches. I put, I think, 8 kisses in it, and then tied it with some twine. This twine is from Timeless Twine. It's the Christmas color. And then this tag and this sentiment are, the tag is the Teeny Tag layering dies, and I just used the small stitched one. And the sentiment is from the Teeny Tag Holidays, and I think I used Merry Christmas. Anyway, this set is cute because it has all the holidays on it. So I think that's all. I think that's everything that I did. So if you have any questions, you can leave them on my blog, or you can leave a comment on this video and I'll get back to you. Okay? Thanks.